Morning Garden fam. Today we're amending our GreenStalk. This one has strawberries in it. It's a classic planter, which means it has the deep pockets. And so we just want to refresh it for spring. So if you're not familiar with the GreenStalk, basically it's a tiered vertical planter. The top is a watering reservoir. So you can see that this one's 5 tiers. So when I go to water it, I fill it up to the 5, and the water drains through a series of holes all the way through the planter. So I'm going to take that off. I'm going to show you the top. So as you can see, the soil level is pretty low. When you first get a GreenStalk, you're supposed to fill up the soil level to the top, and over time it just compacts down as you water it. And so we're going to add some more soil, add some more amendments. But the thing about strawberry, we're also going to get rid of all of these dead leaves, clean it up a bit. You can see all this new growth coming in already. So the thing about strawberries is they're crowned. So this is the crown, and you don't want the crown under soil. You only want the roots under soil. So we can't just come in here and put a bunch of soil in here and fill it up, because it would bury the crown and the crown would rot. So what we're going to do is kind of lift them up and then put the soil in. Alright, I hope you can see this. So this is a watering reservoir. So the water from the top tray goes through here, and then there are little holes, as you can see, and it drips down and it waters each plant. So first things first, let's clear up all of the dead stuff. So for strawberries, any leaves that are yellow or red, that means that leaf is dying. So anything that's starting to show color like that, you can remove it, it's spent. You can see all this new growth coming in, and this is actually a runner. Let me cut all this out. So I might dig that up and repot it, because we're doing an asparagus bed. Actually, we're doing 2. And I've already rooted 2 trays of strawberries for those beds, but free plants, so we might as well, right? Oh look, I have a strawberry. Just kidding. I don't know how that got in there. Cool. So this is what I'm using today. It's just an organic potting mix that I got at a local garden center. And this one has mycorrhizal fungi, worm castings, and extended release nutrition. So extended release is really helpful because throughout the season you're going to want your plants to get some nutrition. I also have, just because I wanted to, some bloom booster fertilizer that I've mixed with more worm castings. And the bloom booster is really just to encourage some more flowers and more berries, because that's what we want, right? So we've cut away all of the dead vegetation. Next I'm going to dig up these runner plants. Looks like there's 1 on this tier, and if there are any spots in the tower where a plant has died, then I'll go ahead and replace it with a runner. and if not, then I will pot that up and use it elsewhere. You really don't want to have more than one plant per cell because you want them to have plenty of room to make you lots of great berries. So let's get our runner out. I've already cut the run that goes from the first plant to the runner plant. Just do that gently. There we go. Nice root system on that runner. Healthy leaves, which is amazing because it was kind of like toward the inside of the GreenStalk. All right, so we'll put that to the side. So kind of the same way that we lifted up that one, I'm going to lift up each one of these and replace some soil. I'm going to get it as high as I can, probably here, and we'll see how it goes. Look, it's already starting to, it wants to fruit. Not yet. Okay, well here we go. Get in there deep. So we can kind of just like lift that up. So we make sure, look at those roots. Wow, that's great. So we want to lift it up kind of to there. And we'll do that on each one, and then we'll fill in with soil. Oh, we have another runner here. We have a runner! Alright. Now look at those roots. So nice. Look at that. I didn't expect to find so many runners on the inside. Alright, so we got that crown on the top of the soil. I might kind of stuff some of the older soil under, and then I'll fill in the middle with the new stuff. Oh gosh, another runner. Wow. I've cut 2 trays of runners off of this already, so maybe like 32 plants. Look at that. Oh, that's not the runner, that's the actual plant. Okay, so that'll be easy to fill in. I'll stick it here for now. This one is a runner. Wow. I'm just making a mess. Oh, great. This one. Wow, the root systems are so impressive. Push that older soil under there. Okay, I got one more. Some of this in here so we have something to work with. Oops. Don't want to get it in the hole. Okay, so let's lift this one up a little more. Okay. Cool. You want the roots to be in the soil, not the crown. Here's the crown, and then the roots are underneath the soil. These plants have lots of healthy new growth. They look great. Alright, so that is a good height. Now I'm going to take some of my worm casting bloom booster mix. Oops. Give each plant a little helping. Mix it in a little bit. So when the watering tray gets to this fertilizer, the water will soak all of that down in. And this is organic. You can't burn your roots with an organic fertilizer the way you can a synthetic one. And to make sure that there are nothing clogging your little watering holes here. And when you put the watering tray back on here, you want to make sure that you line up the watering hole with your plant. Okay, so as you can see, we filled it up to the tray here, and then when the water drains in, it'll hit this reservoir and feed the water to each one of our holes. Each one of our plants will get watered. We have nice fertilizer, nice new fresh soil. So this will continue this process for each tray, and this is a 5-tier classic GreenStalk planter. Okay, so we've got it watered in. Look, we have a little strawberry bloom there. So we're set for the season. We only have to do this once a year. I just wanted to show you real quick the difference between the classic planter and the leaf planter. So the leaf planter has much shallower pockets for planting in comparison. Thanks for joining us today. It's cold, it's windy, but the reason I wanted to make this video is because I looked for it on YouTube before and I never could find instructions on how to do this. So I did a lot of research and this is what I came up with. And so now you have a video. See you next time.